नमस्कार. बर्टीची गोष्ट आपण पुढे ऐकू. ज्यूजच्या विरोधाला तोंड देऊन पांढरा कोट घालून पितळी बटणांचा ड्रोन्स क्लबमध्ये बर्टी गेला आणि मग संध्याकाळी तिकडून परत आला. तेव्हा काय झालं ते आपण बघू.
मग बर्टी ड्रोन्स क्लबमध्ये जातो. दुसऱ्या दिवशी पोंगो ट्विस्टल्टनचा वाढदिवस, त्याच्याबद्दल चर्चा, त्याच्या पार्टीची चर्चा करतो आणि मग रात्री उशिरा घरी येतो आणि घरी बघतो तर ज्यूज आणि फिंक नॉटलला ज्यूजने तो घातलेला आहे मेपिस्टोफेलसचा ड्रेस. मेपिस्टोफेलस एक सैतानाचं रूप आहे, नाटकांमध्ये वगैरे चित्रांमध्ये असतं. शिंगो, मिशा, काय काय भानगडी, दाढ्या, वेगळी रूप असतात. तो याला लाल पॅन्ट घातलेलं सैतानाचं रूप दिलेलं होतं. म्हणजे काय चाललेलं आहे. मग असं निष्पन्न झालं की हा गोऱ्याला घाबरतो. मग भारी किंवा वेगळी म्हणजे कपड्यांनी माणसाला हुरूप येतो ना. पोलीस जो घरामध्ये अंडरपॅन्टवर फिरत असतो त्याला जोर नसतो, पण त्याने एकदा ड्रेस घातला की तो आपल्याला कसं व्हायचं, काय चाललंय असं. किंवा सिस्टर जी घरामध्ये स्वयंपाक फोडणी देत असते, ती आपली नम्रपणे बोलते आणि वॉर्डमध्ये गेले आणि तिने सिस्टरचा ड्रेस घातला की बघा ती एकदम कडक होऊन जाते. तर म्हणजे ड्रेसमध्ये माणसाला हिंमत असते. तर म्हणून हा विचार करून या विचाराला शक्ती यावी त्या पोरीला प्रपोज करण्यासाठी, म्हणून या विचाराने ज्यूजने त्याला सांगितलं की हा मेपिस्टोफेलसचा लाल पॅन्टचा ड्रेस घालून जा तिथे फॅन्सी ड्रेस बॉलला. मग याचं काय म्हणणं पडतं बर्टीचं की घालून घालायचं आहे तर मग साधा ड्रेस घालायचा. पायरा नावाचा एक विदूषक असतो, तो पांढरं तोंड केलेला, पांढरे कपडे घातलेला असं विदूषक त्या काळच्या नाटकांमध्ये वगैरे असायचा, तो घाला म्हणे. तर म्हणे नाही, तसं नाही चालणार, त्याच्यामध्ये तितका जोर नाही आहे, मेपिस्टोफेलसमध्ये शक्ती आहे या ड्रेसमध्ये, हे घातले की याला हिंमत येईल आणि पुरीला प्रपोज करेल. तर मग ज्यूस गाडी आणायला जातो टॅक्सीत. तर हा त्याला सांगतो, अरे जाऊ नको बेटा, त्रास होईल, हे काय करतोय, पण तो ऐकत नाही. मग त्याची पुढे जाऊन काय काय फजिती होते. आणि ज्यूज मला पांढरा कोट घालू देत नाही पितळी बटनांचा, आणि याला हा मेपिस्टोफेलसचा ड्रेस घालून दिला. बर्टीचा नुसता जीवाचा संताप होतो. मग पुढे काय होतं ते आपण बघू.
At the drones, I ran into Pongo Twistleton, and he talked so much about his forthcoming merrymaking of which good reports had already reached me through my correspondence, that it was nearing 11 when I got home again, and scarcely had I opened the door when I heard voices in the sitting room, and scarcely had I entered the sitting room when I found that these proceeded from Jews, and what appeared at first sight to be the devil. A closer scrutiny informed me that it was Gussie Finknotter, dressed as Mephistopheles. मेपिस्टोफेलस त्यांचं काही ग्रीक याच्यातलं पात्र, एक ग्रीक मिथॉलॉजीतलं. What ho, Gussie, I said. You couldn't have told it from my manner, but I was feeling more than a bit nonplussed. गोंधळलो होतो. The spectacle before me was enough to nonplus anyone. I mean to say, this Finknotter, as I remembered him, was the sort of a shy, shrinking goop who might have been expected to shake like an aspen. एस्पनचं झाड असतं त्याच्यासारखं वाऱ्याने कसं हलेल तसं हलेल, इफ इन्व्हायटेड टू सो मच ॲज अ सोशल सॅटरडे आफ्टरनून ॲट द विकारचं जे चर्चमध्ये बोलवलं असतं तिथे किती साधं काम असतं, तिथे बोलवलं तरी थरथर करेल म्हणे. आणि यट हिअर ही वॉज, इफ वन कुड क्रेडिट वन्स सेन्सेस, अबाउट टू टेक पार्ट इन अ फॅन्सी ड्रेस बॉल, a form of entertainment notoriously a testing experience for the toughest. And he was attending that fancy dress ball, mark you, not like every other well-bred Englishman as a Pyro, but as Mephistopheles. पायरो ते असे असतात ना, पांढरं सफेद केलेलं असतं तोंड, ते साधं. धिस इन्व्हॉल्विंग मेपिस्टोफेलस होताना काय करावं लागतं, ॲज आय नीड स्केअर्सली स्ट्रेस, नॉट ओनली स्कारलेट टाइट्स बट अ प्रेटी फ्राइटफुल false beard. Remy, you will admit, however, one masks one's feelings. I betrayed no vulgar astonishment, but, as I say, what hoed with civil nonchalance. He grinned through the fungus, rather sheepishly, I thought. दाढीला फंगस म्हणते. Oh, hello, Bertie. Long time since I saw you. Have a spot? थेंबर दारू घेतो का म्हणे? No thanks. I must be off in a minute. I just came round to ask Jeeves how he thought I looked. How do you think I look, Bertie? Well, the answer to that, of course, was perfectly foul, but we Woosters are men of tact and have a nice sense of the obligations of a host. We do not tell old friends beneath our roof tree that they are an offense to the eyesight. I evaded the question. I hear you are in London, I said carelessly. Oh, yes. Must be years since you came up. Oh, yes. And now you are off for an evening's pleasure. He shuddered a bit. He had, I noticed, a hunted air. Pleasure? And now you are off for an evening's pleasure? He shuddered a bit. He had, I noticed, a hunted air. Pleasure? Aren't you looking forward to this rout or revel? Oh, I suppose it will be all right, he said in a toneless voice. Anyway, I ought to be off, I suppose. The thing starts round about 11. I told my cab to wait. Will you see if it is there, Jeeves? Very good, sir. There was something of a pause after the door had closed, a certain constraint. I mixed myself a beaker, while Gussie, a glutton for punishment, stared at himself in the mirror. Constraint म्हणजे जरा संकोच होता. काय बोलावं काय नाही. A certain constraint. याने दारूचा ग्लास ओतला. I mixed myself a beaker. आणि तो आरशात बघू लागला. आता त्याला आरशात बघून त्याला शिक्षा होत होती. स्वतःचं रूप बघून ते काय काय घातलं होतं त्याने ते. तर म्हणे ग्लुटन म्हणजे आदाशी. तो आरशात स्वतःकडे बघून स्वतःला शिक्षा करून घेत होता आणि आणखीच शिक्षा त्याला पाहिजे होती. असा शिक्षेसाठी तो आदाशी होता असं त्याचं म्हणणे. While Gussie, a glutton for punishment, stared at himself in the mirror. Finally, I decided that it would be best to let him know that I was abreast of his affairs. It might be that it would ease his mind to confide in a sympathetic man of experience. हा स्वतः sympathetic man of experience आहे. I have generally found with those under the influence कोशाचा? प्रेमाचा, दारूचा नाही. I have generally found with those under the influence that what they want more than anything is the listening ear. Well, Gussie, old leper, I have been hearing all about you. Ah, this little trouble of yours? Jeeves has told me everything. He didn't seem any too braced. त्याला काही आवडलं नाही. It's always difficult to be sure, of course, when a chap has dug himself in behind a Mephistopheles beard, but I fancy he flushed a trifle. I wish Jeeves wouldn't go guessing all over the place. It was supposed to be confidential. I could not permit this tone. Dishing up the dirt to the young master can scarcely be described as guessing all over the place, I said with a touch of rebuke. Anyway, there it is. I know all. and I should like to begin. I said, sinking my personal opinion that the female in question was a sloppy pest in my desire to buck and encourage. ती येडी आहे हे माझं मत माझं माझं मी माझ्या खिशात ठेवलं, कारण की मी याला याला उत्साह द्यायचा होता. And I should like to begin by saying that Madeline Bassett is a charming girl, a winner, and just the sort for you. You don't know her. Certainly I know her. What beats me is how you ever got in touch. Where did you meet? She was staying at a place near mine in Lincolnshire the week before last. Yes, but even so, I didn't know you called on the neighbors. I don't. I met her out for a walk with her dog. The dog had a thorn in its foot, and when she tried to take it out, it snapped at her, so of course I had to rally round. You extracted the thorn? Yes. And fell in love at first sight? Yes. Well, dash it. With a thing like that to give you a send off, why didn't you cash in immediately? I hadn't the nerve. What happened? We talked for a bit. What about? Oh, birds. Birds? What birds? The birds that happen to be hanging around. And the scenery. And all that sort of thing. And she said she was going to London and asked me to look her up if I was here. And even after that, you didn't so much as press her hand? Of course not. Well, I mean, it looked as though there was no more to be said. If a chap is such a rabbit that he can't get action when he is handed the thing on a plate, his case would appear to be pretty hopeless. Nevertheless, I reminded myself that this non-starter and I had been at school together. One must make an effort for an old school friend. Well, we must see what can be done. Things may brighten. At any rate, you will be glad to learn that I am behind you in this enterprise. You have Bertram Wooster in your corner, Gussie. Thank you, old man. And Jeeves, of course. Which is the thing that really matters. I don't mind admitting that I winced. He meant no harm, I suppose, but I am bound to say that this tactless speech nettled me not a little. People are always nettling me like that. Giving me to understand, I mean to say that, in their opinion, Bertram Wooster is a mere cipher, and that the only member of the household with brains and resources is Jeeves. Cipher means zero. It jars on me, and tonight it jarred on me more than usual because I was feeling pretty dashed fed with Jeeves over that matter of the mess jacket. I mean, true, I had forced him to climb down, quelling him as described with the quiet strength of my personality. But I was still a trifle shirty at his having brought the thing up at all. त्यांनी हा विषय काढलाच कशाला याचाच मला राग आला होता. It seemed to me that what Jeeves wanted was the iron hand. And what is he doing about it? I inquired stiffly. He has been giving the position of affairs a lot of thought. He has he? It's on his advice that I am going to this dance. Why? She is going to be there. In fact, it was she who sent me the ticket of invitation. And Jeeves considered. And why not as a Poira? I said, taking up the point which had struck me before. Why this break with the grand old tradition? He he particularly wanted me to go as Mephistopheles. I started. He did he? He specifically recommended that definite costume? पहा, म्हणजे या पिंक नोटलला हा लाल चिड्डीचा ड्रेस घालून द्यायला सांगतोय आणि मला माझं पांढरं जॅकेट घालू देत नाही. पहा काय न्याय आहे. त्यांनी तुला सांगितलं हे घालून जायला? He specifically recommended that definite costume? Yes. Ha! Huh? Nothing. Just ha! And I'll tell you why I said ha! Here was Jews making heavy weather about me wearing a perfectly ordinary white mess jacket. A garment not only tout sequel a day chic, म्हणजे त्याच्यात नाव ठेवण्यासारखं काहीच नाही, एकदम मस्त मस्त छान, बट ॲब्सोल्युटली डी रिग्युअर, म्हणजे जे आवश्यक आहे तेच पाहिजेच. अँड इन द सेम ब्रेथ as you might say, inciting Gussie Pinknottle to be a blot on the London scene in scarlet tights. Ironical, what? One looks askance at this sort of in and out running. What has he got against Pyros? I don't think he objects to Pyros as Pyros, but in my case, he thought a Pyro wouldn't be adequate. I don't follow that. He said that the costume of Poira, while pleasing to the eye, lacked the authority of the Mephistopheles costume. I still don't get it. Well, it is a matter of psychology, he said. There was a time when a remark like that would have had me snookered. Psychology म्हटलं की जीवचा प्रांत. But long association with Jews has developed the Worcester vocabulary considerably. त्याच्याबरोबर राहून राहून मला शब्द माझे वाढलेले आहेत. म्हणे Jews has always been a veil for the psychology of the individual, and I now follow him like a bloodhound when he snaps it out of the bag. हा, तो सायकोलॉजी ऑफ इंडिव्हिज्युअल मध्ये एकदम एक्सपर्ट आहे. कधी त्याने सायकोलॉजीचं नाव काढलं की मी अगदी त्याच्या मागोमाग जातो, त्याला मी फॉलो करतो म्हणजे त्याच्या म्हणण्याप्रमाणे वागतो. तर याने काय म्हटलंय, आय फॉलो हिम लाईक अ ब्लड हाऊंड कुत्रा असतो. कुत्रा कसा माणसाच्या मागे 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 जातो ती गोष्ट वेगळी आहे, आणि कोणाच्याच म्हणण्याप्रमाणे वागणे ही गोष्ट वेगळी आहे. पण याने फॉलो लाईक अ ब्लड हाऊंड. ओह, सायकोलॉजी. येस, Jews is a great believer in the moral effect of clothes. He thinks I might be emboldened in a striking costume like this. असे कपडे तडक भडक घातले की मला हिंमत येईल म्हणतोय. He said a pirate chief would be just as good. In fact, a pirate chief was his first suggestion, but I object to the boots. I saw his point. There is enough sadness in life without having fellows like Gussie Pinknottle going about in sea boots. And are you emboldened? तू हे लाल चिड्डी घालून तुला हिंमत आली का म्हणे? Well, to be absolutely accurate, Bertie, old man, no. A gust of compassion shook me. After all, though we had lost touch a bit of recent years, this man and I had once thrown ink darts at each other. वर्गामध्ये बसून आम्ही एकमेकाकडे शाईने भरलेले कागदाचे बाण मारले होते म्हणे. Gussie, take an old friend's advice and don't go within a mile of this bench. But it is my last chance of seeing her. She is off tomorrow to stay with some people in the country. Besides, you don't know. काही सांगता नाही येत म्हणे, जमलं तर जमून जाईल. Don't know what? That this idea of Jews won't work. I feel a most frightful chump now. Yes, but who can say whether that will not pass off when I get into a mob of other people in fancy dress. सगळेच तिथे असे असले की म्हणे हिंमत येईल म्हणे. I had the same experience as a child one year. During the Christmas festivities, they dressed me up as a rabbit, and the shame was indescribable. Yet, when I got to the party and found myself surrounded by scores of other children, many in costumes even ghastlier than my own, I perked up amazingly and joined freely in the revels. सगळी पोरं तसेच बनलेले होते तर मी पण मग एन्जॉय करून घेतलं, धमाल केली अँड वॉज एबल टू ईट सो हार्टी अ सफर दॅट आय वॉज सिक ट्वाइस इन द कॅब कमिंग होम. इतकं खाल्लं, इतकं सरलं म्हणे की परत येताना दोनदा उलटी झाली. व्हॉट आय मीन इज यू कॅन टेल इन कोल्ड. आधी नाही सांगता येत ना म्हणे. आय वेड दिस. इट वॉज स्पेशियस ऑफकोर्स अँड यू कॅन गेट अवे फ्रॉम द फॅक्ट फ्रॉम इट that fundamentally Jews' idea is sound. In a striking costume like Mephistopheles, I might quite easily pull off something pretty impressive. Color does make a difference. Look at newts. During the courting season, the male newt is brilliantly colored. It helps him a lot. But you aren't a male newt. I wish I were. Do you know how a male newt proposes, Bertie? He just stands in front of the female newt, vibrating his tail and bending his body in a semicircle. I could do that on my head. Huh? No, you wouldn't find me grousing if I were a male newt. But if you were a male newt, Madeleine Bassett wouldn't look at you. Not with the eye of love, I mean. She would if she were a female newt. But she isn't a female newt. No, but suppose she was. Well, if she was, you wouldn't be in love with her. Yes, I would if I were a male newt. A slight throbbing about the temples told me that this discussion had reached saturation point. Well, anyway, coming down to hard facts and cutting out all this visionary stuff about vibrating tails and whatnot, the salient point that emerges is that you are booked to appear at a fancy dress ball. I tell you out of my riper knowledge of fancy dress balls, Gussie, that you won't enjoy yourself. It isn't a question of enjoying yourself. I wouldn't go. I must go. I keep telling you she is off to the country tomorrow. I gave it up. So be it. Have it your own way. Yes, Jeeves? Mr. Finknottle's cap, sir. Ah, the cab? Huh? Your cab, Gussie. Oh, the cab? Oh, right, of course. Yes, rather. Thanks, Jews. Well, so long, Bertie. And giving me the sort of weak smile Roman gladiators used to give the emperor before entering the arena. Gussie trickled off. Gladiators असायचे. ते एकमेकाची लढाई करायची किंवा वाघ सिंहांची लढाई करायची. ते मैदान असायचं, स्टेडियम. तिथे एम्परर बसलेला असायचा, जनता जमलेली असायची आणि मग ते एम्पररला नमस्कार करून ते जायचे आणि लढाई करायचे, मारायचे. And giving me the sort of weak smile Roman gladiators used to give the emperor before entering the arena. Gussie trickled off, and I turned to Jeeves. The moment had arrived for putting him in his place, and I was all for it. It was a little difficult to know how to begin, of course. I mean to say, while firmly resolved to take him off, I didn't want to gash his feelings too deeply. Even when displaying the iron hand, we Woosters like to keep the thing fairly matey. However, on consideration, I saw that there was nothing to be gained by trying to lead up to it gently. It is never any use beating about the bush. Jules, may I speak frankly? Certainly, sir. What I have to say may wound you. Not at all, sir. Well then, I have been having a chat with Mr. Pinknottle and he has been telling me about this Mephistopheles scheme of yours. Yes. Yes, sir. Now, let me get it straight. If I follow your reasoning correctly, you think that stimulated by being upholstered throughout in scarlet tights, Mr. Pinknottle, on encountering the adored object, will vibrate his tail and generally let himself go with a whoop. I am of opinion that he will lose much of his normal diffidence, sir. I don't agree with you, Jeeves. No, sir. No. In fact, not to put too fine a point upon it, I considered of all the silly revealing ideas I ever heard in my puff, this is the most blithering and futile. It won't work. Not a chance. All you have done is to subject Mr. Pinknottle to the nameless horrors of a fancy dress ball. For nothing. And this is not the first time this sort of thing has happened. To be quite candid, Jeeves, I have frequently noticed before now a tendency or disposition on your part to become, what's the word? I could not say, sir. Eloquent? No, it's not eloquent. Elusive? No, it's not elusive. It's on the tip of my tongue. Begins with an E and means being a jolly sight too clever. Elaborate, sir. That is the exact word I was after. Too elaborate, Jews. That is what you are frequently prone to become. Your methods are not simple, not straightforward. You cloud the issue with a lot of fancy stuff. That is not of the essence. All that Gussie needs is the elder brotherly advice of a seasoned man of the world. Swataha, seasoned man of the world. So, what I suggest is that from now onward, you leave this case to me. Very good, sir. You lay off and devote yourself to your duties about the home. Very good, sir. I shall no doubt think of something quite simple and straightforward, yet perfectly effective before long. I will make a point of seeing Gussie tomorrow. Very good, sir. Right, Hujus. But on the morrow, all those telegrams started coming in, and I confess that for 24 hours, I didn't give the poor chap a thought. Having problem.
आता जीव्सने त्या गसी पिंकनॉटेलला लाल चड्डी, शिंग, दाढी असं लावून ते मेफिस्टोफेलस बनवून कॅबमध्ये बसवून पाठवून तर दिलेलं आहे फॅन्सी ड्रेस बॉलला. रडत राऊत घोड्यावर बसवून दिलेले आहेत. त्याची रात्र फार मोठी खराब गेली, कारण की तो त्या लाल पॅन्टला खिसे नव्हते. त्या पिंकनॉटेलने गसीने बरोबर चाब्या नेल्या नाही, त्याच्याजवळ पैसे नाही. बाग त्याची रात्र अशी गेली की रात्र वैऱ्याची पण जाऊ नये. आणि इकडे हा बर्टी झोपला मस्तपैकी, आणि सकाळ झाली तोपर्यंत त्याच्या आत्याचे ऑन डेलियाचे एकामागून एक त्याला तार येणं सुरू झालं. त्याचा दिवस खराब गेला. बघ तर खरं आजची रात्र कशी काय जाते ती.